Friends, I'm in the southern part of Israel, not far from the Gaza border. Please wish your friends, your Jewish friends, a happy Passover. We put a chair out for Elijah, and we put a chair out for the hostages. Yes, that our brothers and sisters will be able to come back home from captivity. But ladies and gentlemen, you turn on the news and you look at the top of the Western world, you see the free world teeter-tottering. Okay, Ivy League education, what happened? Ivy League education, where the grass is green, the buildings are old, and the students are protesting. Yeah, the students of our prestigious institutions, they become a hotbed for anti-Israel protests. But hey, who needs math and science when you can protest in things you know very, very little about? The crowds are united against genocide, but they're also cheering for an Antifada, which is a call for genocide. Antifada! Let's not forget about the diversity in the crowd, right? Some of the supporters were supporting Hamas. Some were supporting ISIS, representing ISIS and the Al-Qassam brigades. I got news for you, friends. Ivy Leagues are expanding their courses now. Instead of just the degrees you've heard of, places like Yale, you can now have a master's in cognitive dissonance science, right? And what's the exam? Well, it's overlooking atrocities like the 7th of October. Just skip that. Pass over that like it never happened, and voila, you're in. You're a Yale graduate. You don't know how to remember that the 7th of October was the massacre that started this whole thing. You can officially ignore the facts with a degree to prove that you're excellent at ignoring the facts. New York University is offering a Palestinian mathematics course. Here's an example. 1,500 casualties of the Jewish people, over 200 kidnapped Jewish people in captivity equals nothing. Israel should do nothing after October 7th. Israel should not retaliate. Israel should not defend our borders. Wow, it's like they've invented a new kind of math. Are you a history student? I got great news for you. Thanks to pro-Hamas supporters, Jewish students at Harvard don't just have to learn about things like the Holocaust or history anymore from the textbooks. They can just reenact them themselves. They can act it out. The very things that you saw in the Holocaust, like blocking the entrance to Jewish students. You can just do that. Don't worry, parents. No further pay is needed. You could just pay through the nose for actually repeating history. It's not really calling for violence by saying like death to America, right? Death to Israel. It's just like an expression, like a slang, like a slogan, right? It doesn't really mean when they're saying from the river to the sea, Israel, that's where Israel is, from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea. It's not calling for Israel to be wiped off the map. It's not calling for the death of all Jewish people or for us to just be vanished into another planet or something. No, don't worry, it's just slang. It's just expressing themselves. This is all very exciting, very exciting news if you turn on your news, your social media, and you don't think there's going to be some long-term consequences for a society that's almost lost all of its intellectuals and all the moral people standing up for what's right, lost. And hope that if you're a Jewish mom and you get a phone call from your son saying, "Mom, I'm in Colombia," you better hope it's the cartel, drug lord country and not an Ivy League school at this rate. Happy Passover. I hope that the cynicism isn't too much, but we got to laugh or cry.